Okay. Hi. Today is Sunday, July 1st, 2012. About 5:45 in the afternoon. And we're checking our top medium for the natural comb. And that's all we're going to do today. Okay, get the cover off. And the feeder. Look at that. I smoke the bees so they go down. And take a look at what the camera sees. Okay. Now I have 8 frames in here. The 2 middle frames have bases to them, plastic bases. Let's take a look at the left middle frame. It should be full of honey. Grab that. Okay, we got uncapped nectar, some capped and uncapped. So plenty of nectar going on. And again, that's with a plastic base. You can see here, hold this up for a second. You can see over here, there's a little plastic base inside with the yellow color. So that's doing good. And let's take a look at the other frame with the base. And with these medium frames, a full frame is about 3 pounds of honey. There's some weight here. So now, that's uncapped nectar, tons of nectar. And capped, partially on this side. That's doing great. Again, today's July 1st. We're probably looking to harvest around August 1st or so. Alright, now we got 3 frames on each side that started out as completely empty wooden frames. And we're going to see natural comb. Both of these. Now this looks to have some larvae in there. That's good. Some nectar, some larvae. The point is the natural comb is pretty much filling up the entire frame. So some larvae, natural, and some nectar, larvae, and some nectar. Pretty cool. So that's the first one to the right of the center. Okay, now the second one. This one feels lighter. Second one's coming along slowly. Okay. And bees tend to build their comb from the center out because the center is where all the warmth in the hive is. So the end one here is empty. Okay, so they're starting from the middle and working out. Now the first one to the left of the 2 bases should have decent comb in it. Grab the end there. Yep. Okay, that's excellent. Natural comb, nectar, and some nectar and a bunch of comb. They're working pretty cool. And you notice sometimes the comb bulges out to one side, and that's okay. So they're busy. There's that nectar, uncapped nectar in the center there. Now last week The two natural combs near the center had about 50% comb. Now they're filling up. So in a week, they almost filled up the remainder 50% of 2 frames. Which implies then the rest of the frames are going to take another 3 to 4 weeks to fill, because the second frame in the center, that's still kind of skimpy, but they're working on it. And the last one, of course, is going to be empty, but they're starting at the top and they work their way down. And at the very end of the hive, you always have follower boards, which is just wood. There's a thermal insulator, and there's one on this side as well. So now we'll go back to spacing the frames together. So there's the minimum B space. Because the space is too big, they fill it up with too much comb. The B space is about 5/16 of an inch. Okay. Some room for airflow. And airflow is important because the nectar has to dry and thicken up before they cap it and it becomes honey. Alright, now at each end here we have about 3/8 of an inch. And it's a little bit more on this side, but that's okay. Alright, we can close it up. And again, this feeder, which you would fill with sugar water at the beginning, you don't do anything here. It's just a thermal insulator. Gives a little extra space there. But air comes in through the top here, comes out the top, and then it ventilates out of the hive in back right here, which is space like that for the air ventilation. I have a little piece of wood in there, otherwise this would collapse and it creates a gap where a wasp can get in, or other foreign bees can get in. So we'll close this up. And let's get the lid over there. And that's cool. They're keeping busy, doing well. And if you notice, this lid can shift back and forth. So if you shift it backwards, so there's a little gap behind here for the airflow for the ventilation. Alright, that's it. Let's shut it down.